the place where the magic happens. Conversations flow and the laughter snapping. Here at Netter's Network, where the stories come alive. Every episode's a journey, every guest a drive. Netter's Network, tune in for the show, where the headlines meet the heart, and we all get to know. From the highs to the lows, we've got it all in tow. Netter's Network, where the world's on the go.
Is the countdown starting again?
No, you are probably on YouTube rather than StreamYard. I mean, AWESMOE.
No, my YouTube is muted. Oh, there we go. Hi there. Good evening. That was weird, but kind of fun. I love my theme song, but you know. And of course, my special guest today is Sherlock Holmes.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to have to leave the studio and come back in order to.
That's fine. It's like if you had the top hat, at least you'd be, you know, the dapper one.
Actually, no. I'm showing just fine on YouTube. It's me.
Yeah. Oh, in AWESMOE it shows you as Sherlock.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the one that's all.
Okay, so in the studio you're different. That's fine. I got two sides of the same guy.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, good evening. Welcome. Glad y'all here. I'm seeing my hi sweeties really quick in the chat. I think I got everybody now. So, my co-host, of course, is the love of my life, my best friend, my producer, my everything, Troy Pacelli. How you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I am doing very well, and I am sipping on a Diet Dr. Pepper.
As I quickly did the handoff.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm sipping on. I'll be sipping on something in just a moment.
I didn't realize you were broken.
I was broken.
Yes. Before we get on to tonight, where we just kind of shoot the breeze, let me say hello to my lovely chat. First in was Jamie Lynn Simmons. Simon. I keep wanting to call her
Two
Simmons.
M's would be Simmons.
Yes.
So, yes.
I keep calling her Simmons. Okay, Simons. And I was looking at you going, Simmons? I'm just going to say Jamie Lynn.
Jamie Lynn says.
Can't wait. Can't wait for you to mess up my name again.
Right.
Big Alice says, hello, my friends. I hope you have a great show tonight. Thank you, Big
So
Alice.
do we.
Yeah. There's, of course, that Netter's girl saying hi to that Troy guy, because, you know, those two. And, of course, I'm asking if you would please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, become a member, and if you're so inclined, give a gifty.
Yeah. All of those things really, really do help. If for no other reason, it justifies, you know, our being here.
Yeah, it's like, everyone wants that little adrenaline rush of, you like me, you really, really like me, like Sally Field said during that one award show.
Yes.
Deleted Scenes is here with his salute. Hail chat. I don't know why that's so slow to come up. And then he also says to like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member, gift a membership. Thank you so much. And then he shows the Netter's Network emojicons with the Netter's Network Retro Cinema Smile and Smolder. Okay, wait. Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. Well, slightly more than 2 seconds, but because I have to go to my avatars. And if we're going to do Smolder, we should do Smolder.
There you go. Smolder it up, girl.
And hello to Connie Cleary, saying hail chat. See if I missed anybody. And Nick Severus saying Thursday things.
It's right.
Yes, it is. We got things right here in River City.
Things, all right.
All saying hi to each other, and I've reached the bottom of the chat. Let me take off that comment. Yeah, normally I'm on camera, but I just had one of those things where it's like I just felt I had to take a shower, so I'm currently in my jammies, no makeup, wearing my glasses. You don't want to see that.
No.
You really don't. I mean, it's bad enough Troy has to look at me like this.
But I got bad eyesight, so it's fine.
Sure. Yeah, today was a fun day at work. Okay, this is what I think is kind of funny. We're having what's called an all-hands meeting, and it happened to coincide with when I'm going to MegaCon. So it's like I can attend the session on the Monday, but I won't be there the Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm sorry, Tuesday is it Tuesday and Wednesday? And I think it is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I let my boss know as soon as I found out the dates, hey, I'm not going to be in town. So we're discussing things like, hey, you know, who's coming in from out of town and all that sort of thing. I said, I'm just going to Uber it. I'm not that far. I'm going from the burbs to Chicago and then back home again. So it was just kind of funny. And goes, oh yeah, you're not here the rest of the conference. I'm like, no, I'm really not. And I'm driving to Florida the very next morning. So yeah, I can't stay out late. So yeah, I am really looking forward to it though. If they asked me, my boss was like, so you're going to pack like Sunday or Monday? I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to start packing like this weekend because I'm packing for both me and Troy and trying to like lay things out and okay, these are the things I can pack. These are the things I have to hold off on. You all know what that's like when you're packing for a trip. And hello, JPRPH1. Glad to see you here.
Howdy.
And it's like, they're like, well, why aren't you flying out? And I said, well, for one reason, I'm tired of the TSA rules. I don't want to have to worry that my lotion is over 3 ounces, you know, and all that stuff. And being stuck on a plane with people who are loud, obnoxious, coughing, sneezing, and all that. I want to be able to stop when I want to get whatever, you know, something to eat or go to the bathroom. Or if I just feel like it, pull over to the side of the road and take a little bit of a walk. You know, whatever I feel like doing. I can't do that in an airplane. I have to go by their rules and regulations, and I'm stuck by what I can bring with me. In my car, I can put whatever I want in my trunk. I can bring my pillows. I can, you know, and if I buy something while I'm in Florida, I don't have to worry about how am I going to get this in my suitcase. I can just throw it in the trunk.
Yep.
You know, and we actually kind of enjoyed the ride up last year when we did it. So it's like, it's doable. Let's do it again. And hello, H Boomer. How you doing, sweetie?
Boomer.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Are you, sweetheart?
I absolutely am. I always get excited before a trip, so there's a bit of nervousness going on there too, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like we took the car in not too long ago, make sure everything is working well on it, so we're good in that respect. But yeah, it's like I like the idea of taking our car so we don't have to be constricted by somebody else's rules. If it fits in my car, I can take it. You know? So it's going to be fun. It really is. We don't really take vacations anymore unless we're going to conventions. So the fact that we're going to be taking 4 days, well, actually, we're leaving Tuesday. So I'm taking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Well, Saturday, Sunday don't count. So I'm taking 5 days off. I let my boss know well in advance. So, you know, and they're like, you got the time, take it. And this is before they decided on the dates for the all hands meeting. So I'm like, sorry, I already booked my hotel and the tickets for the convention and everything. I can't change it. Plus, the convention is a specific date range, so
Yeah.
I can't change it anyway. And they're like, that's fine. I just got to remind my supervisor, manager, whatever you want to call her, that if they are giving any swag bags away during the actual all hands, she's got to grab one for me since I won't be there. And I'd hate to miss out. Because our boss, the big boss, was talking about how he had gotten some swag bag. I'm going to guess that managers got it, that had some new shirts and stuff in it. And it's like, okay, where's my shirt for the new departments I'm under?
Right.
I want mine. I want my swag. Yeah, but it's going to be so much fun. The other thing is, I found out that Culture Casino's not going to be there. So
I'm pretty bummed about that.
But I'm excited for him because he's going to be going to Tennessee to check out properties.
Well, that was actually speculation on my part. I don't know if that's actually what he's doing, but I know that is happening in that time frame. So it could very well be that that's what's preventing him.
Yeah, it's like
he said it's not a certainty that he's not going, but more likely than not, he's not going to be able to make it.
My thing is too. It's like if he figures out where in Tennessee he wants to go, Troy and I want to move somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
Just because we know, well, one, we're going to have good company, and two, it's going to be a good area and everything. So, yeah, we're really excited about that.
But also, let him. He's doing the research, and we'll ask him for his thought process on the matter. And
yeah, because like we don't have to worry about like school zones and stuff because we don't have little kids or school age kids. So, that's not even a concern. It's like, okay, it's got to have good schools in the area and all that. Don't care. I really don't. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun out there. And of course, I already know that Andy Masterson and Gary Ambrosia are going to be there. And they've already got their tickets.
H Boomer's going to be there.
H Boomer's going to be there. It's going to be a blast.
Pops from Pops on Pop Culture is going to be.
His Pop's going to be there. Awesome.
Yes, he is.
Because I don't think he went last year.
No, but then again, a lot of people didn't know about it. It was a last minute
That's true.
kind of a thing. So
that is true. Because we found out last minute, and it was just kind of like, so you're going to MegaCon? What
now?
Yeah, exactly. And since then, we've been touting it about just how much fun we had, and we hope that other people could make it this year. So now it's like people seem to be making their plans to join us out there. And I know there's only one celebrity that Troy wants to meet while we're out there, and we go on Friday to MegaCon, and that's Snarky J's dad.
Yes, not Snarky J. Snarky J's dad.
It's like he just thinks he's totally cool. And hello, Geek Flag with Nate. How you doing, sweetie? I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else in the chat. I don't think so. I've been pretty much staying on top of it. But Nate does say wait, let me pull it up because I'm in YouTube so I can see comments better. There we go. Nate says to like, share, subscribe, comment, and become a member. And if you're going to give a super chat of $5 or more, why not gift a membership instead and show Netters the love? Thank you, sweetie.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. It's like the support you guys give is just amazing. You guys are AWESMOE.
Absolutely AWESMOE.
Bonjour, Nate. Comment ça va? One of the things that Troy and I was talking about today, and it's something that as soon as they started talking about it, I'm like, that's not going to happen. Apparently, Netflix is not going to try to buy out Warner Brothers.
They're pulling out because, and I predicted this. Well, I can't take too much credit for it. I'm not the only one. But when I saw that, I think it was WDW Pro had an article up about how they're losing market share. Their stock price is going down because of all this. Like, it's going to be even harder for them to meet, let alone exceed what they've already offered. But then, yeah, it looks like today officially they pulled out. I only heard a portion of it on Valiant Renegades channel, so
Phrasing.
what did I say?
You said they pulled out.
Oh, they pulled out. Phrasing. I don't know all the details just yet. That might just be it. They just said they're officially pulling out of the deal, and if that's the case, then Sarah.
And FKHC 2005 celebrates 1 month of membership and says it's Netters Network Thursday things at Menards.
Yes, at Menards.
Is that guy still alive?
I
The
haven't seen him
Menards
in
guy.
commercials, so I'm guessing not.
Well, I haven't seen commercials in forever.
Well, yeah, you make a great point there. I haven't seen any kind of commercials.
Nate says, but Troy, do you remember when this all started? I said, I bet you David Zaslow, with using Netflix to make Paramount pay more, does he?
Yeah,
Paramount wanted bad to see how. Want to see how bad? Okay.
Yeah, that seems pretty fair, and this is really what it's all been about. It's been all about Zaslav. It has been all along, and I mean, I'm not fired up about that. I don't take any, it's very clear that there were a lot of pressures here. There was a lot of studio pressures. There was the industry pressure, the SAG-AFTRA, and all the unions. There was political pressures, and they were all mostly pushing in the same direction. So it shouldn't be that big of a surprise that that Warner Brothers seems to have won out. But Paramount. I'm sorry, Paramount won the Warner Brothers bidding war because there doesn't seem to be anyone else involved.
Well, it's kind of like an eBay auction. There's a widget. Okay, I'm not really interested, but I want to drive up the price to see if the other guy that's also bidding, how badly they want it. Okay, they want it only to this much. Okay, now I'm going to retract my bid.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what they've kind of done. Jamie Lynn makes a great point. Despite Netflix dropping out of the bidding war, and if Paramount wins, I'm guessing how that's going to turn out in Hollywood. She makes an excellent point because, she may not realize she actually did this, but she's already called me out in an error. I've already made the assumption that that Paramount wins, but in fact, that's not entirely the case. They've basically won the bidding portion. They're the only dog in the hunt, so to speak, at this point. That doesn't mean they're getting Warner Brothers for sure. Because there are still, they're still going to have to go through the same regulatory scrutiny that Netflix did. It's just, it's assumed all around that they have less of a burden because we know what they do and do not bring to the table. But nonetheless, they still have to jump through those hoops. And as I pointed out in one of the Liquid Lunches, and it's not just here in the U.S., it's overseas as well, and they have different rules. So there's still the distinct possibility that the best case scenario could actually happen, and nobody is buying Warner Brothers. And screw you, Zaslav.
Yeah, because sometimes it may seem like a desirable thing, and it's like, not so much.
Not at all.
Yeah, nope, nobody wants to buy it because it's not as valuable as you would like to think it is.
But let's entertain the hypothetical that Jamie brings up. What if Paramount does win? What does that look like? You know what? We really don't know. There's been a lot of speculation. A lot of it's just pretty hopeful speculation. kind of like a lot of speculation people used to do about Star Wars and Star Trek and blah, 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 and this and that, only to have all of those hopes dashed. We haven't seen Paramount do anything with Star Trek. It does appear that they are spiraling down the Kurtzman era, since it doesn't look like they're going to be renewing with Kurtzman. But nonetheless, they haven't done anything positive with Star Trek yet, which would give an indication to how they're going to treat franchises going forward. It's a big question mark. Hopefully there will be change, but change isn't always good in these circumstances.
Yeah. Maybe it will be bought and be made better, or maybe it won't be bought and they'll just go on the way they've been going on.
Yeah, but if that happens, I would. Okay, let's say nothing happens. Warner Brothers stays on their own. I don't have a lot of faith in the future of the Gunverse. I think DC's going to implode again, and I don't know what they're going to do to try to save that. Who's going to step up and try to fix things? I don't see it happening.
Some things can't be fixed, dear. Just some things can't be fixed.
You can't fix stupid.
No. Absolutely not.
And welcome, Hoot Owl. Sup all. America, coffee, America. I mean, that's how I read it.
I'm saying hi, sweetie, in my chat.
But yeah, I've been very reticent about all of what's going on in Hollywood, but I feel like there's a bunch of people sitting in boardrooms scratching their heads going, well, we just don't understand what's going on and why people aren't interested. And, you know, we're trying to tell them and they don't want to listen because all they hear is we're toxic fans. All you people complaining. Yet we still don't understand why you have anything to complain about. Well, maybe you should listen to our complaints, you dumbasses.
That's just it. It's like if I was really any company, let's say that I was a company like, that did action figures or whatever, and I would read every chat about, this would have been better if it had, these accessories, or if it, could bend, or if it could do this or whatever, well, yeah, it can bend at the knees, but it's not bending at the hips, or if it could swap heads, whatever. I'd be listening to all that feedback going, okay, the next variation of this we put out, it's going to have swappable heads. It's going to have swappable hands. It's going to be able to do this, that, and the other. Because I would be listening to the fans of what they want.
So, in other words, you'd be Bobby Valla. He literally came from the toy market and said, you know what, I'm going to start my own toy company. And giving people exactly what it was they wanted and trying to find them the best price point that they could. Basic business.
Yeah, because with these movies, there are so many fans out there that are like, this character shouldn't have been in here at all. And what the heck did you do to this one? And, based on past instances of this, or from the comic books, that character never did this sort of thing. Or that character is supposed to be green, not purple. So, right. Like, what's going on with this? And da-da. And they don't listen.
Well, we're changing it to make it our own.
It's like, no. If the purple people eater is your superhero, they're purple, not right. Green. Right. You can't just change the color because you feel like it.
Or I mean, like a certain Disney princess, right?
Yeah.
Color's in the name, and you decided to change it. How did that work out for you, folks?
Yeah, I never saw that.
No, we're better off for it.
I am so disillusioned with the movies that have come out. I can't remember the last movie that I saw. like out in the theaters. Can you, sweetie? It's
The first Dune movie.
yeah. So that
Well,
was
the
it.
first Denis Villeneuve
Yeah,
Dune movie.
that was the last movie we saw in theaters. I just haven't cared enough to want to go back to the theaters. Um, I mean, it used to be that movies coming out and be like, okay, why don't we plan to go like a date night and go see it and all that. Now it's like I really couldn't care less. I mean, if Troy is like, yeah, I kind of want to see this movie, I'll go with him to see whatever it may be, but I'm
But
not
she
hyped
won't
on
hold
anything.
back if she's like, that kind of sucked. Nate says these executive sales are too busy listening to people they pay to tell them everything they're doing is great. I said I actually listen to what the I say
Listen to what the
actually
fans
listen
are
to what
saying,
the
yeah,
fans say. Yeah, exactly.
because it's like the fans can tell you you've missed this with this character. They're supposed to look like this and act like this and da 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 da. They're supposed to have these sidearms or these abilities, and why did you take away their abilities?
Yeah.
You know,
Hoot Owl says last one he saw was Top Gun
Top
Maverick.
Gun Maverick. That's saying a lot. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
It's,
Or
I
was
don't,
Godzilla -1 later? I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't remember. I remember they came out pretty close to the same time because those were the two that people were kind of pointing to and saying, "Yeah, that was pretty good."
I remember seeing one of the Godzilla.
We haven't
movies.
seen Godzilla -1 yet.
No, but we saw a Godzilla movie in the theaters.
Did we?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
I'm not remembering one.
Well, I know now I'm wondering, do we see it just here on our own big screen?
Might have been.
Okay.
Might have been.
I thought it was at the theaters, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we watch so many movies at home because we've got a big screen TV and we could just watch them on there. And of course, y'all know from my retro cinema, you've seen the films behind me. We've got, I want to say probably close to 2,000 films now. So we've got, Blu-rays, DVDs. We've got series. Troy is actually doing the series for Doctor Who because we've
all the way from the beginning.
Yeah,
yes.
all the way from the very beginning because he's a completist.
Yes.
But it's like I just have not been excited to go to the theater for anything. Nothing has been capturing my attention that I've heard about. And I'll listen to other YouTubers talk about like Valiant Renegade and Culture and all that. And it's like, that doesn't sound like a fun movie. No, I'm not going to go. Yeah.
It helps that unlike, we used to talk about, the various reviewers, and people would say, oh, I never listen to the reviewers. Well, you didn't listen to the reviewers because they were not your peers as far as the things you enjoyed. When I, hear from WDW Pro, Valiant Renegade, Midnight's Edge, Culture Casino, all of those guys, I know, to what degree I'm in agreement with them. And if they didn't like it, I probably won't like it. And,
Yeah, Delia said the last mystery movie night, and only because of my show. Yeah. Let's see. Boomer said he saw F1 in the theater. Nate said, last movie I saw at the movie theater was James Gunn's Superman. I went to see that so I could do a review about it. And then after I saw it, I didn't feel like doing a review. The story of entertainment industry dying and changing has become more interesting than the product. Exactly. It's like, let's just watch them crash and burn.
It is like, people say it's like watching a train wreck, and it kind of is. You're not taking any joy in it, but it is a spectacle.
A complete dumpster fire, which can be fun to watch.
Depending on where it is or why it's happened, yes, I suppose that is the case. But
and how bored the firefighters are. in my what's it? Yeah, it was the apartment that I was living in when I met Troy. Um, I had to go out of my apartment into the alley and into another door to get into the basement to do my laundry. And there was once when I went out to do my laundry, there was a mattress on fire in the alley. And there was like a police station, I don't know, I want to say about 4 blocks away. So I get back up to my apartment. I call the police, or I called 911, said, there is a mattress on fire in the alleyway. This is my address. It's, as you're facing the building, it's to the right of that. Um, and I've expected, a fire truck to come out or somebody to come out or a police car to come out with a fire extinguisher. No, they apparently were really bored that night. There were something like 8 cop cars, 4 fire trucks, paramedics, and I'm like, it's a mattress. That's all it was, just a mattress. No people, nothing explosive, just a mattress. And it was a twin-size mattress, so it wasn't even a big one. But somebody got stupid and lit the thing on fire. But yeah, they were bored that night. And I actually went out when I saw all the activity, and I'm like, I even asked one of the cops, I said something like, why are there so many of you here for a tiny mattress fire? And they're like, we were bored. He actually admitted it. He goes, it was a quiet night. We were bored. It's like, okay. Maybe they hoped they would turn into something else, but yeah.
There's a big difference between a reviewer and a professional critic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a good point there. I don't think they know the difference, but you're right.
And he says, and whether or not there's any raccoons in that dumpster.
Godzilla -1 on March 28th on Films with Friends. There you go. So we will get to see it.
I was on Facebook earlier, and somebody shows like a rest stop for like truckers.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of them holding a leash and then an animal. And it says, trucker paid me $10 to watch his dog while he goes and uses the showers. Let's face it, it's really just a fat raccoon on a leash. If he doesn't come back in 20 minutes, I'm keeping him and just saying it's a husky. And it was a really fat raccoon on a leash. It's like, okay.
I don't get it. People
are weird. That's what makes things fun.
The fraternities would always set couches on fire. Spring break is getting close. Oh, there you go.
Yes, but why? I mean, it's like when I was a kid, the big thing was...
It's cheaper than having someone haul it away.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, last day of school, I never did this, but kids would tie their sneakers together and throw them over the electrical wires or phone wires. And it's like, why? What do you think that's going to do for you?
Well, see, my concern would be I'd be afraid that would, cause it to snap and fall and people get electrocuted, and that would be bad.
Raccoons should be fully domesticated in a few thousand more years.
Perhaps. A few thousand more years. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they are actually very intelligent. Yeah. It's like if you put out a trash can with a lid, they can figure out how to get that lid off. Even if it's got like clasps,
yeah,
they can figure out how to get that open. Just like squirrels. Squirrels can figure out how to get containers open.
But Hoot Owl's not off base there. A lot of anthropologists believe that that's exactly how cats and dogs came to be domesticated, in that they would be coming around human settlements because they could get food, or in the case of cats, mice were attracted to human settlements so they could easily catch the cats. They found humans to be accommodating, so they struck up a nice symbiotic relationship with us. Writer Albert Lanier says, nowadays a professional critic is a writer, journalist, or scholar. A reviewer is someone on YouTube or TikTok who saw a lot of movies on Netflix who thinks they know movies. Well,
Yeah.
you know who thinks they know movies is people who've seen a lot of movies. I'm not entirely certain what, makes someone, professional and not professional, other than you make money for doing it. People are willing to pay you
Well,
for it.
you're considered to be a professional if you get paid for a thing.
Yeah.
If you, yeah.
And would a Netflix personality not qualify?
Yeah.
See, and I am far more inclined to appreciate the opinion of somebody who is just like me going to see a movie than somebody who thinks their crap doesn't stink because they read a whole bunch of books in college where they were being indoctrinated into a certain set of socio-political ideals.
Okay, this is creepy. Nate says, in my neighborhood, if they tied someone's shoes together and threw them over the phone lines, that meant the person was murdered.
That is true.
Yikes.
That is a gang related.
Okay, that shows you how innocent I am, because I did not know that was a thing.
I mean, obviously, these are not mutually exclusive things. More than one thing can be true.
Well, when I was growing up, it's like this was like in the 70s, 80s, when they would do the shoes over there. And it was mostly just kids being stupid.
Yeah, because they thought it was funny because, how are you going to get them down? I did a thing.
Well, yeah, one, how are you going to get them down? And two, weren't those your brand new sneakers? Your mom's going to pitch a fit.
Yeah.
Because, it was mom that was going to pitch the fit and not dad.
Yep, I see that on occasion. It's custom in the Army to tie your boots together and toss them on the wires and high trees when you finally exit the Army. That one kind of makes sense, too. I kind of understand that one.
It's like, I'm not going to be needing you no more.
Yes, I'm done.
Yeah, I can see that.
The difference between a professional and amateur is one gets paid and the other acts like they don't need to get paid.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, though, if you're on YouTube, it is entirely possible you are getting paid. So a little bit of respect for everybody, okay? Remember the community that you're speaking to here.
Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, Delia says that's possible too, Owl.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's an act of rebellion, right? It's kind of thumbing your nose at whatever, a visual representation of fighting the system, I suppose.
Or just being dumb.
Well, yeah, there is that element of it too.
Yeah, I see. Now, if I had ever done it, my mom would have been, why are you throwing your perfectly good shoes over wires?
Right.
Who's going to wear those? The birds? And my mother would have boxed my ears. Because when I was growing up, you did not waste things like that. It's like, well, I also came from a family of 5 kids. So I got hand-me-downs from all 3 of my sisters. I might have gotten a couple of shirts from my brother. But it's like, they got passed down to me. We didn't waste things. I actually talked about that in one of my standalone vids about saving money. It's like, yeah, you didn't waste things when I was growing up. It's like you used something until it could not be used anymore. And then you might have gotten rid of it. Now, if it was something that was cloth related, like a towel or shirt, whatever, then it became a rag. And then when it stopped being good enough to be a rag, then you disposed of it.
Or if it was clothes, it became patches for other clothes.
Yeah. And in some cases, even when it became to a point where it couldn't even be a rag anymore, as long as it didn't have anything on it like, grease or whatever that couldn't come out, it was just a stuffing in toys, So, yeah, things did not get wasted when I was growing up. So it's like to throw your shoes up, it was like, that to me, that was like blasphemy. It's like, your mother's going to pitch a fit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, this is the second time I've seen Wag the Dog. I've never saw the movie, so I don't know what it's for. Um, oh, yeah. Writer Albert Lanier says, shoes on a telephone wire, guess this how it wag the dog. I don't know that movie. I'm presuming it's about a dog named Wag.
No, the idea of Wag the Dog is I actually don't know who originally came up with it, but it's the idea of a false flag, doing something to, hey, look over there, so that you're not paying attention to this.
Oh, so distraction.
Yeah. So in other words, just hypothetically, a bunch of files get released, and then suddenly the president announces, hey, guess what? There's aliens, that would be wagging the dog. Or in this particular case, inventing a war so that you don't pay any attention to the fact that the president was having an extramarital affair.
Yeah. Nate says, 5 kids, try to be the last of 13. First time I ever owned a pair of pants, shoes, whatever. That wasn't worn by somebody else. What's the weather? I was 18 and could buy it myself. My dad was number 13 of 16.
Wow.
So, yeah, big families ran in my family, or, like lots of kids, at least on my dad's side. On my mom's side, my mom was an only child, but then she had a stepsister, or adopted sister, rather, not step. She was an adopted sister. I just remember her name was Stella, and apparently she was an absolute horror. Because my grandmother apparently had gotten severely injured and couldn't have any more kids. It was a spinal thing. So mom was really an only child. And it's like, well, that's a shame. But on dad's side, 16 kids. Then my parents had 5 kids. I had 2. I didn't want to go overboard. But yeah, I totally get lots of kids.
I never really considered this, but this makes a lot of sense. After Vietnam, textile mass production made uniforms very surplus items for the U.S., which, of course, is why you started seeing so many military surplus stores opening up. People wanted that stuff. Granddad was one of 12. Dad was one of 4. Mom was one of 6. Urbanization crushes families. That's an excellent point. Well, I would say it's even more than that. I would say, yes, that's it. But there's also been a push in our society against having children. The history of feminism and the eugenics of birth control are really pushing for the concept of depopulation.
Yeah, now with boys cutting off their tallywhackers and girls, trying to grow one, it's like
it just seems pretty coincidental that we have another major cultural push that's going to cause a whole generation to have less children.
No, I mean, that's really kind of sad. It's like, I mean, I do understand that we've got a lot of people in this world, and we could probably do to not have as many.
But the thing is, the problem isn't the number of people, it's the way we manage resources. And there's a lot of greedy people that want it all for themselves. So I'm looking at you, World Economic Forum. My mother had scarlet fever and an infection when she was a teenager, and the doctor told her she would never have children, and she had 13 of them. Shows what doctors know, right? But we're actually coming to the end of our time together. We should probably start winding it down.
Absolutely.
What do we have coming up right after this?
Right after this, if you stay right here, you will be redirected to Deleted Scenes for his coming attractions. He can tell you what he's going to be up to. And then tomorrow on Liquid Lunch,
I will be telling you what I'll be sipping on Last Call on Friday night. Whatever it is, it will probably be green. We're talking the Incredible Hulk on Last Call. And my very special guest will be Tony Roberts of Analog Toys, who's not just an expert in Hulk toys, but on the character and the shows and the movies, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow.
Let's see. And then Saturday, we are over on Big Al's channel. No?
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Because didn't we, we just had Guardian of the Galaxy on mine. So now we're going to do Johnny Dangerously.
Johnny Dangerously. Right. That's right.
So that's Saturday. Sunday, what's happening over on Geeky Geezers?
We very well likely will probably be talking about this whole Netflix backing out of the deal, bring you any news that comes up between now and then on that topic. Let's see. That's about right now, but I'm sure if I were to look back at my notes, there'd be more, but yeah.
Yeah, I know there's at least one dead person.
Right.
I sent that one to Boomer and Troy.
Yep.
And
But
then Monday, what's happening Monday? Members Night, the movie.
I'd like to do my Doctor Who on Sunday
you
as
could do
well.
That too.
Yeah, late night Doctor Who. We are going to be wrapping up the Marco Polo story arc, keeping in mind that these are the reconstructions of completely lost media. So it can be kind of a slog to get through, but as a lot of people in the chat have pointed out, if you're the type that could enjoy like an old radio program, that kind of works for you.
Yeah, I even had said, just think of it like a radio drama. Just kind of listen, don't try to watch it, because like I can't watch it. It just boggles my brain to try and watch it, so I just listen. Owl says Netflix gets to walk away with a $2 billion buyout. They'll just buy more of AMC.
Yeah, great. Thanks for that. Kind of take the wind out of our sails on that one, but he's probably not wrong.
Yeah. Let's see. Then Monday, Members Night at the movies.
Yeah,
What's in the lead?
I have not checked, but I will go check my the poll right now. If Netflix would just boot up for me, for crying out loud. My channel. Give me just a moment here. It takes a second to cycle through.
And while he's doing that, for my members, I just realized that I forgot to do a member stream this month. So I'm going to put up a poll of, well, aside from the Thursday that I'm going to be out of town.
Jeez. Well, okay, I don't have a lot of votes here, but it's unanimous right now. The members want to see The Incredible Hulk TV pilot from 1977.
Woo-hoo.
Unanimous. So, members, if you want to see something else, you might want to get in there and vote. But it's looking like we're going to be watching Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno on Monday.
Yeah. So I'll be putting out a poll asking which Thursday y'all would like to have a member stream for this, for Netters Network. And then also, like, what would you like to do for your members only? Would you like to do another trivia night? Would you like to do... I would suggest karaoke, but with only an hour, it's not really time to get into anything. So trivia night, or if I started earlier, we could do a movie rewatch, that sort of thing. So, if you got any ideas too, make sure you put them in there when I put up the poll. Because, of course, this is for you, and I want to do something for my members that they actually want. The trivia nights seem to be pretty popular, so it might end up just being a trivia night, which is still kind of cool. That is Monday. Tuesday.
Tuesday's the busy night. We are on live from Sparkwood in 21, which I'm guessing will be a watch and discussion of episode 2. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. I think I've already done the thumbnail for it. And that'll be followed by the next episode of Sherlock Holmes, the Granada series.
Nate says trivia. No, wait. Trivia.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
It's like people really seem to like the trivia. I just think it's a lot of fun. What is it they say on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
The points don't matter
Yeah.
and something or other.
Something like that, yeah. And the points don't matter. But it's just a lot of fun. Let's see. So that brings us to Thursday.
Yeah, what's happening next Thursday, Netter? Who is your guest?
My special guest will be Raquel SSG.
Yep.
And we'll be talking about what she's been up to lately. And for those of you who don't know, you will get to be able to get to know her.
You get a chance to subscribe and do all the clicky things over there.
Absolutely. Do all the clicky things. And if there's anyone here who has not done the clicky things here, I'd appreciate it if you would.
Please do.
Like I said, make sure that you stay right here and you will be redirected to Deleted Scenes channel for his coming attractions. Oh, I got another thumbs up. Yay, I got 11 now. Troy, final words.
No, I just want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out. You guys are wonderful. Super appreciate you guys for appreciating what we do here. I think we have a really great community here. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, we do. We have a wonderful community here. You guys are just so warm and welcoming and so encouraging. Yeah, I love seeing you guys in the chat every show.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say every week, but no, it's every show. You guys are here and showing the love and showing the support. You guys are totally AWESMOE. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. And hello, Real Wade Nation Gaming recap. It's like I had to make sure I read the right ending.
Right.
But, like I said, thank you for being here and thank you for being a part of our family. Remember to stay right here so you'll be redirected to Deleted Scenes channel. But until next time, good night and God bless. Bye, everyone.
before.